everybody, this is Rem Malloy with ItalyForReal.com. I am the founder and president of the company, and this is Planning Your Italian Vacation lesson number 2. Let's begin. I want to remind you that these classes are online now. If you need a refresher course or you're attending one of our many classes in person in the United States, you can come up online and get a refresher at any time. Let's look at lesson number 2. Lesson number 2 is going to cover the hopper flight scenario, a great way to save some money, travel wardrobe recommendations for Italy, luggage recommendations, and a timeline checklist. Let's get going. So in October of 2008, I was, and ItalyForReal.com was featured in AOL Travel for what we coined the hopper flight scenario. And this is a strategy that professional travelers like myself have been using for years to save money on getting to Europe from North America. Now this will apply mostly to North American travelers from South America, United States, and Canada. So here's the concept. The concept is that most of the time, many people go up to online to purchase their airfare, and they purchase one ticket. They put in the destination of their home airport and the destination that they want to travel. For our example today, we're going to use Seattle, Washington in the United States as our city, and we're going to want to go to Rome, Italy. Okay. The concept behind the hopper flight scenario is piecemealing your airfare in order to save money. Okay? And so what I want you to do is I want you to go to your favorite internet airline website, and I want you to write down the price for your home airport to Rome, Italy. Okay, that's number 1. And then I want you to go back and price out a trip from your home airport to one of these 4 locations: London, Amsterdam, Dublin, or Paris. So here's what we did. Here's some math for you. We did a major carrier versus a major carrier plus a hopper flight. If you can't read this on your screen right now, if you have the option of blowing your screen up to full size, do that now and you might be able to see this. But we used Seattle again, and we did a Seattle to Rome straight through June 2009, and we used Orbitz.com as our sample. And our airline was Northwest, and it came back with a price of $1,724 per person. So that was our starting point. Now to try to piecemeal that and save some money. We did Seattle to London round trip, the same dates and the same carrier, and it came back with $985 round trip, a tremendous savings. But we're stuck in London. But the experts at ItalyForReal.com know about hopper flights, and one of the ones we know is London to Rome round trip for €58 per person. That's about $74 US. So what did we just do? We just shaved off $665 per person on your ticket by piecemealing it with a hopper flight. That's the hopper flight scenario. Now there are some disadvantages to using the hopper flight. There are some hassle factors which you have to take into consideration. Here they are. They only fly into secondary airports. What does that mean? Here's a map of Rome, and Rome's right here in the center. And if you can see this red X down in the lower left-hand corner, that's going to be Rome Fiumicino Airport, where most of the major carriers will fly in. So that's the airport that you got the high quote on. Ciampino Airport is right here. This is where hopper flights fly into. What's that mean for you? It means a little bit of extra hassle because there's not a train that goes back and forth from the downtown Rome area. You're going to have to take a shuttle bus or a taxi. But if you save $700 per ticket, that hassle factor seems to be worth it. Another restriction is baggage. The hopper flights typically only allow 20 kilograms or 44 pounds of baggage per person. Now this can be a problem for North American travelers which pack very heavily. So take that into consideration. They also only have a limited number of flights per day. For example, out of London to Rome, it's twice a day, morning and night. So you have to do a little homework to make sure that your overseas flight connects in enough time for you to catch that hopper flight so you don't end up stuck in London overnight. Let's go on to travel wardrobe for Italy and what you can expect and what you should wear when traveling abroad. Here's the funeral rule. And this is basically, look at me. I'm dressed in black. If you look like you came from a funeral, you're gonna fit in. Black and dark colors are everywhere. Europeans like to dress in dark colors, so leave that red shirt at home. Zip on and zip off pants and clothes. Have you seen those? Some adventure clothing stores and name brands now carry clothes the way you can zip off pants to shorts, shorts to pants. And that's really great because of our third rule for churches and religious sites. Churches and religious sites, they don't allow shoulders or knees to be shown inside those buildings. So what do? Do you wear a turtleneck and long pants all day? No, it's too hot. What you need is zip on or zip off clothing. So when you get to the entrance of the church, zip on your legs, go inside. When you get back out in the heat, zip them off, you got shorts again. Luggage. Great. When traveling to Italy, we recommend particular type of luggage for one reason: cobblestones. Cobblestones eat luggage every day in Italy, and the roads are made with huge bricks, uneven, spanning the entire city. And you'll see them everywhere. Here's what we recommend. Number one, pack light. The lighter you pack, the better. Because if you're going to be going to some small little town in Tuscany or Umbria, you may have to walk quite a ways from the place you parked the car to your hotel. You don't want to be lugging a whole bunch of luggage to do that. Hassle factor. Big wheels. Make sure your luggage has huge wheels on it. The bigger the better. The larger the wheel, the easier it's going to be to go over those cobblestones. We recommend one suitcase and one day pack per person. Now I know that's going to be hard for some of you, but it's going to mean less hassle during your trip. Now we recommend taking one suitcase and bringing home two. Because when you're in places like Florence and Rome, you'll see vendors on the street selling suitcases for €10. So you take one suitcase with all your goodies that you bought and one suitcase that you brought with you. And we recommend no purses or fanny packs. That's a security issue. While violent crime is very, very low in Italy, what is kind of high is pickpocketing. So we don't want you to be a target with purses or fanny packs, or even wallets, guys. So let's look at our timeline checklist. This is a list of things we recommend you do according to when you're going to be departing for your trip to Italy. So let's take a look. Way in advance, we want you to get vacation days approved at work and plan your itinerary at least 6 months out. 2 weeks before your trip, we recommend arranging for pet care and house care. Make sure those pets are taken care of. They're important parts of your family. 1 week before, we want you to stop your mail and your newspaper, okay? Make sure your house looks lived in and not vacant when you're gone. You don't want to come back to somebody breaking into your house, right? We also want you to pay your bills, inform neighbors and your credit card company of your trip. Because your credit card company, if they see a charge in your hometown one day and the next day they see a charge in Rome, they'll turn your card off for security reasons. We want them to do it, but we don't want to experience that. So call them and tell them where you're going to be going. 1 day before your trip, you want to charge your cell phone and check weather at your destination and adjust your packing accordingly. This is the end of lesson 2. Thanks for joining us. I want to remind you that ItalyForReal.com's got some great stuff going on. We've got motorsport and Ferrari tours in Tuscany. We've got shore excursions for those of you going on a cruise. We've got cooking classes and culinary events. Agriturismo rentals, you'll learn about that in lesson 3. And wine tastings as well. So please give us a call at ItalyForReal.com or drop us a line online and we'll be happy to take care of you. This is Rem Malloy. We'll see you on lesson 3. Thanks for joining us.